for.
Let's see. Yeah, Andy's car will be starting last in class, which it doesn't matter here. He could start from pit lane instead of the back of the field. In 2 laps, it won't make a big.
And it's an endurance race. It's not a sprint.
It's all about. Yeah. And he's got, as he showed, the fastest car here. And that change that they didn't make it didn't matter. They definitely weren't slow. And that car just went into turn 1 really fast. Like
how much time do we have left?
We're fighting on about 55 seconds left in the session here.
Excellent.
But, yeah, Jim Clark was a great driver. Jimmy Clark.
Go old or go home.
Very cool. How do we think the attrition will be with the fresh pavement not being the cars yet? Yeah, that's actually I know that name. That's somebody that follows me on Twitter. Chocolate Cow. Is that man, I can't remember the name now. That's he's going to type it. I'm going to be like, no.
You are.
Yeah.
Ninja Power.
Ninja, exactly. Steven Duckworth. I knew it. Yeah. Thanks for writing in, Steven. That's cool.
Well, don't you think the attrition with the fresh pavement also with the new tires is kind of a combo?
Yeah, the tires are going to be – they're interesting because they're very similar to the Continental tire we run in the GS and ST classes, and those tires last forever. And we at the test put like 5 hours on one set of tires.
That's amazing.
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
In the past, we'd get some tires that would degrade quite badly and also would even cord, and so you'd have to take them off a couple laps.
Interesting.
Now we got all these questions. It's awesome.
I know.
But I don't think the attrition will be determined by the bumps because the bumps were bad, but they weren't terrible. The biggest thing is still gearboxes and brakes and stuff like that. So I don't think it'll be too much different.
The gearbox.
Maybe a little bit. Exactly. Gearboxes. Do you think I'll get a chance to race on Abu Dhabi?
Yeah.
I would rate that higher than maybe like a Monaco or something because they actually do some endurance races on that track, and that's my whole thing is racing endurance races and sports car racing. So I'd love to make it over there. That track looks amazing. A lot of those tracks over in the Middle East.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, they're nicer than golf courses. Did I make it to Mossport last season? No, and that's a shame. Mossport's one of my favorite tracks. It's very bumpy and sketchy and fast and scary. And anytime you get to a scary track, it again separates the good guys from the guys that aren't as good. And our 4-car rocketing in turn 1 right now. 55-1. Rich is just doing a great job being very consistent. That's what wins these things.
Doesn't the fluorescent numbers look
It shows
awesome
up perfectly.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be photos online, guys, but you can the reflective number on the side of our car shows up really
Actually,
cool.
all the green on the side is reflective, so it really pops. The photos are going to be great at night.
But yeah, no, didn't make it to Mossport last season. They didn't have it on the Continental schedule, which I was bummed that they didn't this year either because that's a great track.
Too bad.
The Canadian race fans are some of the most passionate race fans that are out there. Ask Kenny this, so I'll ask you again. Would you ever want to do the Nürburgring 24-hour? Honestly, I can't think of a race off the top of my head that I wouldn't want to do because I just love to race anything. Like we were
talking about is 12.96 miles.
I love the Nürburgring. I play that. That's like the go-to track for me whenever I play Gran Turismo. I'm like, cool, Nürburgring, stock cars, let's do this.
Gotta go to the ring, right?
And people are like, no, because you mess up, it takes 8 minutes to get back around.
Right.
So, but yeah, I'd kill to do the Nürburgring 24 hours. That'd be fantastic. That'd be right up there with Le Mans for me. And there's so many cars. That race is insane. They have cars that are like basically like if you went and rented a Corvette from the dealership, didn't do anything to it, and then they have full-on GT1 machinery that the factory teams from all over the world make, and it's amazing.
Really cool.
So, favorite track. I mentioned this earlier. My best time of the ring on PlayStation. I crash a lot, so no telling.
What's your favorite track?
Favorite track. My first Continental Grand Am race was at VIR in 2003.
That's beautiful.
2002, 2003, and that was my first race, and I had a really good race. So it was fun. And we finished like 10th, and it was just like my breakout. And then 2 years ago at number 4 is going to start 6th. We are 6th on the grid for tomorrow's race. And then after that, Winnipeg, man, you got all these Canadians.
I know, the Canadians are in the house.
Teammate Dominic Farmer's running car in Evergreen. If you want to go, talk to him for a seat. That's right.
Yeah.
I do watch Top Gear.
Oh, love Top Gear.
I am like one of the few people that
I'm a hamster fan.
Are you? Yeah,
I love hamster.
Awesome. I'm actually one of the few Americans that are actually fans of the American version as well. And only because I went into it thinking I was going to hate Tanner Faust. I thought, man, this kid's full of crap, and I didn't like him or whatever. And he's actually a pretty cool kid, it seems like. So, but good to see all the different places you guys are from. Texas,
welcome, Texas, Ohio, London.
Awesome.
Nice.
So,
welcome.
But yeah,
this is great.
VIR is definitely my Daytona. Why aren't you here?
Daytona Mart. You need to get here.
Prototype Ferrari for the Nürburgring 24 Hour based on his. I saw that car. That's the car that's built by Pininfarina. and is built off an old Lancia or something. I can't remember, but it's using
Emperor Ming. I still hate Tanner Faust. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm
yeah,
down.
yeah,
Me too.
That's fine. That's fine. Honestly, you know, I completely despised him. I don't like any of those drifter kids. They all.
Yeah.
But I ended up thinking he was. I liked him more than that.
Not a fan of Anna. Yeah, it is. But I got to agree, it is getting better. The American one is getting better as it goes along.
The thing is that they need to be blowing more stuff up, and
yeah.
it's turning in like they had a Ford Raptor, the new F-150 Raptor, and they didn't even like try to flip it over or anything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they should have given that to Andy and I for an afternoon in our backyard.
Just really get on it.
Yeah, that thing would have come back in boxes.
Hey, Daytona Mark's volunteering for the 5K race Saturday morning. Hey, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Good.
That's awesome.
Very cool. Yeah, looking forward to that.
That'll be nice and chilly.
Favorite Top Gear challenge?
I'm a fan of the turn it into a boat.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. I like the one where they had to tow, or I can't remember if they towed a camper. They did. They towed like a camper that you had to live in.
That was
one of them like got destroyed.
Well,
like,
remember that Hammond and James pushed it off the edge. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's a camper one.
HMS dude had the same answer that I did. Yeah, the campers.
Jeremy's sitting there eating ice cream, and he's, what's that noise?
Yeah, exactly. Rutledge. I like Rutledge Wood. He actually lives
pushed it off a cliff. That's exactly right.
Rutledge is an Atlanta guy, and he's a buddy of Andy's, and we get to talk to him every now and then. And he seems like, I think he's a genuine guy. Just seems like a really good Southern dude that's just down to earth, and he got to be on a TV show, and I like that. I didn't like him as much when he was doing the NASCAR stuff, but on the Top Gear, he's actually kind of cool.
It's kind of tough to come in and try to live up to the British show.
I
mean, come on, that's hard.
The thing. I think they should hire Ricky Gervais, who created the English Office, and bring him in and say, hey, look, make this show funny.
Make it work.
And I'm not a TV guy by any means. I'm sure Kenny Wallace could like chip in on this. But like the one thing that I laugh about is at the end of that show, they go, I did this earlier with Sean, instead of being like, well, for Sean Heckman and Jill Beck, I'm Ryan Eversley. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week, which would be a normal way to sign out. And instead they go, that's Sean Heckman. This is Jill Beck. I'm Tanner Faust. Bye. Like literally they go, goodbye.
Yeah, they're lacking something with you. Really?
That's the American Top Gear.
Yeah, Sean shaking his head.
Our producer, Sean Heckman,
not so much
behind the scenes.
Well, it looks like we're done.
Yeah,
aren't we?
Session's over. GT rundown real quick. Bill Auberlin goes P1 at a 48.9, which is a really fast lap. Spencer Pompelli turns into 49 flat for P2 for our 67, showing that car has definitely got the speed. And then we have the Magnus 44 car, which we're a big fan of, in third. And then down the order a little bit, we have our 54 car, looks like around 8th or 9th. The 66 and 10th, and then our car probably back at like 15th. And the Rich Zahn turned in a 54.7 at the end there, which is what we were looking for. So that's awesome. Very cool deal.
Hey, thank you guys for tuning in.
My chances for a podium finish, we have not only is there 30 other cars in this race, but our teammates alone are some of the best funded or fielded cars. And I think it's going to be tough work, but I'm going to give it everything I got, and I know the rest of the guys will.
We've got a secret weapon no one else has. We have a bunch of kids from the Children's Tumor Foundation that are coming out to support us, and they're going to take us all the way. We've got the special secret energy of these NF heroes that are going to power us.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet them.
Yep.
Miata Racer, great question. In the race, we're absolutely going to do this. We're going to try to have as many drivers on as possible.
Yep.
And please tell everybody, guys, if you know,
tweet about it.
Tweet it, Facebook it, MySpace it if you still have a MySpace account.
We're going to try to grab drivers that aren't even our own. We'll see how many of the big drivers we can get on here.
Sean's going to, hey Diana, I'll see you later. It looks like Sean's going to try to get some of our mechanics, our tire guys. We're going to try to get some of the people making the food, just so you get the real full experience on what it's like to be a part of this. But please tell everybody that you know about this. Tell them about the great cause. Tell them to text CTF to 20222. And, it's a $10 donation. It's a huge thing, and it helps everybody out. And that's why we're doing this. And
look, you got a new Twitter follower.
Oh, cool.
Woo-hoo.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll try to tweet something worthwhile then.
And hopefully maybe do a little blog. We'll do some blogging, maybe post-event.
Absolutely.
We'll see how it goes.
I'll definitely do a post-event blog like I did at the test days. It's just with these weekends are so busy, And,
I'd rather you keep your head in the game.
Exactly. Me too. My Twitter is @RyanEversley. You can also check out Racing for Research on Twitter. You can check out TRG Motorsports, the Media Barons, what's the other one? There's Racing for Research and then
CTF.org.
CTF.org.
They're all
check out those
together.
websites. All that stuff, guys. And you'll see Andy Lally's on there. He's going to be tweeting. Kenny
can't stop.
Yeah, exactly. Kenny _Wallace. He's going to be there. Does Racing for Research have a PayPal account? Great question.
No, we don't.
Well, we need to get on that.
We can work on that.
But we definitely have that you can text CTF to 22222.
Or if you go to racingforresearch.org, you can go right to the donate page and make a donation using credit card there.
Yeah, absolutely. So that should work. And then if we have to, we'll send Kenny Wallace to your house to collect, a donation. I think the minimum.
I think they might
like
that.
Is like $5 or $6, and Kenny will show up. And you have to feed him though. You have to feed him dinner.
He likes chicken.
He loves chicken.
Loves chicken.
And he's a big fan of. I think it was orange soda I saw him drinking earlier. So
yeah.
But guys, please feel free to tell all your friends and tune in for the race. Are we gonna do this tomorrow, Sean?
No.
Yeah, we're going to be on tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get as much followers as we can, and we'll kind of keep spreading the word, and you can help us do that as well.
Take the momentum to Saturday for the big start.
Yeah, Saturday's going to be crazy.
It's going to be awesome.
Going to be nuts.
Yeah.
So what's that? Jill will be back tomorrow. Apparently, I think I've been retired.
No.
I got a face for radio. I don't think I have a.
You got a face for radio? That's not true.
So.
And sweet potato fries for Kenny.
Yay! Yeah, absolutely. He's probably tweeting right now that he loves sweet potato fries.
Yeah, I know. We need to watch his.
It's
we
completely
need his Twitter
random.
account over here because we got to figure out what he's saying.
Exactly. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for us. Thanks for watching. And again, please tell everybody what we're doing down here and support the cause. And if you can't make it to the track, at least turn in on speed and be cheering for us because we're going to be giving it all for you guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Good night.
Thanks, guys. Take care.